things got personal for the defense attorney in the latest episode of Law & Order, which dealt with the murder of one of Nolan Price's, played by Hugh Dancy, fellow lawyers. The case on this week's episode on NBC proved even more complicated when Price kept his connection to the victim private, which could come back to bite him later in the season. Dancy admitted Price's actions were terrible in the latest episode of Law & Order, which put the defense attorney in the hot seat. In the 17th episode of season 22, Bias, Price is called to the stand and interrogated by his colleague Samantha Maroon, Odelia Halevi. However, he was reluctant to reveal the fact he had been romantically involved with the victim in the past, a move which could face disciplinary action down the line. "That was very fun for me," Dancy said of being on the other side of the witness chair. "I haven't seen the episode yet, so I'm very curious to see how that plays. I liked the fact that not only was he the guy who understands exactly where the other lawyer is coming from because he pulls all the same tricks himself, but also, Price has been holding stuff back, which is always a bad thing for witnesses to do, and it's a terrible thing for the prosecutors to be doing." Dancy laughed and added, "He was literally in the hot seat." Instead of rightfully recusing himself from the case, Price risked incriminating himself and was even treated as a potential suspect during the trial. His own biases in the case were also revealed when the defense produced the evidence, a trick Price often pulls himself. "Right, exactly," he told Cinema Blend. "Normally I get to pull the rug out from under people's feet. It was fun to have it happen to me." After his big mistake this week, Price will need to think carefully about how he approaches the next case he has a personal connection to. Don't miss. Grey's Anatomy teases Maggie Pierce exit after Winston split. Video, Yellow Jackets Melanie Lynskey praises husband's vulnerability. Interview, Hot House Tiffany Pollard recalls emotional season 2 reunion. Exclusive, moreover, he and Maroon also spent much of this episode trying to put a judge behind bars for murder and only made things worse when they met him in his chambers. Details for the rest of the season are being kept under wraps, but Dancy did suggest the fallout of this episode could come back to haunt him. "You never know," he teased to TV Insider. "We're getting to the end of the season now. We're about to go into the last episode, and obviously, I'm not going to give anything away there, but there are some interesting callbacks both in terms of the themes and in terms of the feelings in that last episode. So what I've realized is that all this stuff does sit in the back pocket for the writers, and they can call it back if they want to." While most episodes of Law & Order follow a standalone story, these latest revelations are almost certain to come back into play as it heads into the last episodes of the season. Nothing has been confirmed regarding Dancy's tenure on the show coming to an end just yet, but there could be an even more shocking surprise in store for the upcoming season finale. Law & Order Season 22 continues Thursdays on NBC in the USA. A UK release date is yet to be announced.
Trying to melting.